Hi everyone, welcome back to our next short video. We're going to talk about packages in this little mini video. So the R language and the accompanying dialects or packages. As I said earlier in the previous video, R is a programming language. However, there are numerous things called packages which we'll be using in R to make things a little bit easier on us. I personally like to think of packages as different dialects within the R language. Right now, you can use what we call base R to run simple lines of code, which is the default language when you load RStudio. So for example, I don't know if you remember, but the square root function, that is technically a what we would call base R, which is a pretty simple line of code. So the square root function is included in base R, or like the standard language. However, throughout the course, we will be using different packages to help us study and use data analytics. So which brings us to learning how to install these things called packages. So in order to use a package or an R dialect, you will need to first install it. I do want to note that you will only need to install a package once in your computer's lifetime. So in order to do this, you're going to use the following code written right here. Or we can put it down in the console, install packages, and then whatever name of the package in quotation marks that you want to install. So for example, this is an example on how you would install the package called psych, which is lowercase. Again, it's install.packages, quotation marks, psych, and quotations, parentheses. So I do want to note that our code is case sensitive and will always need quotation marks between the name for it to work. So if you did capital psych, I'm pretty sure you would get an error message saying that it's not found. Right. It says warning down here, perhaps you meant psych, lowercase. So it wouldn't work if it was in uppercase. And it also wouldn't work if you forgot the quotations. Yep, it says error install packages, object psych not found. So you would need those quotation marks. But again, you would only need to install a package once in your computer's lifetime. You can also look over here in the this third pane, files, plot, packages. Click on the packages tab, and it will show you that you have base R already installed, which is this little check mark. And I wouldn't worry too much about this install packages for this course specifically. We do have a part in one of the tutorials where we list all of the packages that we're going to use for this course, and we have you install them right there and then, so you don't have to install them again. But just a note, if you intend on using R beyond this course and need a package that for another project that we may not use in this course. We'll talk more about packages and what they do and why they're called packages later in this course. So once you've installed a package essentially on your machine, anytime you want to use the package, you would have to load the package. Think of it like if you needed to, you got a brand new computer and you didn't have Zoom or Microsoft Teams on your computer. You would first need to install the software on your computer. And then anytime you would want to use it, you would have to open it or load that software. Same thing with packages. So you would first want to install the package once and once only. And then anytime you wanted to use the package or the contents within the package, you would have to load the package. So you have to load the package every time you wanted to use a specific package. So in order to load a package, you're going to use this function library to use the package. Yep, so for example, I already have the psych package installed on my machine, so I don't need to install it again. But if I wanted to use it, I would type in this function library, open parentheses, psych, close parentheses, and this function loads the package into your R environment. Little small difference between these two in terms of coding structure. The library function doesn't need quotations in between the name of the package. So let's run this line of code, and you can see my R is thinking, and it loaded. Great. So the package psych is now loaded into my RStudio environment. Perfect. And that just about covers this brief tutorial on how to install and load packages within RStudio.